And welcome to a flyover of the West Coast Shipwreck Trail. The trek takes place on Vancouver Island in British Columbia. Seen here, the route description is going to be described in a south to a northerly direction. Some people go the other way. There are advantages of both. Trek begins at the little village Port Renfrew. And the beginning's tough. The first couple miles take you up actually along the highest point of the trek. And then coming down a few hours later, you reach a junction to Thrasher Cove. I recommend taking the junction, which allows you to go down and hit the ocean route, taking you around the scenic Owen Point. It's also labeled in yellow because there's some spots around Owen Point where the tide's got to be correct to go the beach route. From there, back on up. Good first night's camp can be made at Camper Bay. Continuing along the next day takes you to Colite Cove. And many bridges, ladders, suspension bridges take you to Walburn Creek. And from here, the trek does get a little bit easier. Most of it is going to be along the ocean and along the beach, which can be much easier, but also sandy hiking. Up and around to Bonilla Point. And from Bonilla Point, continuing past Bonilla Point is Chasmonick's Grill, where you can actually grab a burger, something good to drink. And from there, continuing to the popular Cribbs Creek. From Cribbs Creek, can continue along the beach and overland route to Nidtat Narrows, where you need to take another Native American run ferry that's included in your permit to get across the Narrows. And then along back on the beach, a good possible camp near a large hole in the wall. Has a nice waterfall there, not many people. And close to hole in the wall is the very popular waterfalls of Tusiat Falls. Very scenic, 80-foot falls straight to the beach there. And overland will bring you to the Kelowna cable car, which is it's a fun one, and it's a mandatory cable car crossing. And continuing on the overland route to Tokasi's Creek, where you'll gain the beach once again. Continuing along the good beach walking to Michigan Creek, where a lot of people stay for their first night heading in the other direction. And for you, this is the end of your trek. You'll head on up, overland, and end the hike at Pinchena Bay. And that is an overview of the beautiful and popular Canada's West Coast Shipwreck Trail. I also must say it's a very expensive trail to hike. Permits are expensive. Once you get out there and see the bridges and the suspensions and all the work that went into the hike, you will definitely see why.